My name is Maya May, and I am Concerned Student 1950.
Concerned Student 1950 is an organization of Mizzou students advocating for racial equality on and off campus. University of Missouri atmospheric science student Maya Stevenson explains her role as a member of Concerned Student 1950 and their successful push for Mizzou's first Chief Diversity Officer.
Coming from Atlanta, where being African American is like being the majority, definitely where I went to high school, middle school, elementary school, it was 99.9% black. So going out to Mizzou, being 7% of 30,000 students was definitely something that I had to get used to.
I definitely feel like this position was needed to be added to the faculty for Mizzou campus in terms of, getting our voice heard and actually getting more minorities into Mizzou. I got into Mizzou because I got a diversity award. Because I was black, they gave me more money to come to Mizzou. This person is going to help increase the number of minority students on campus, helping increase the diversity overall on campus, which will, in turn help, decrease the amount of racism on campus. Yeah, if this guy is going to help.
Definitely, as it progressed, it got a lot worse because of the incidences that were happening across the United States, like the Trayvon Martin case, the Mike Brown, which was very, very close to Mizzou. We had a few instances of, things like, they found nooses hanging up in a dorm room, or they left like cotton balls in front of our Black Culture Center. But definitely towards the end, it got really bad. A lot of things were driven by social media. We had instances of people just saying some outlandish things, white alumni from Mizzou's Facebook. You're reading these comments, you're like, I can't believe these people are saying these things. It's just wrong to discriminate against someone because of their skin color or where they're from or who they are. So when I see it happening and I see things like, cops getting away with killing African Americans on a regular basis, it's something, you just have to take a stand. You gotta say something, otherwise it's gonna keep happening. And I feel like if you were an African American student on Mizzou's campus at the time, you were involved, or you were expected to be involved with this protest, with this movement in some capacity. I'm very proud to say that I was a part of that movement in that capacity, because we did make history. We did make change happen on campus. The president stepped down. The chancellor stepped down. Mizzou finally kind of took responsibility of what was going on campus. That wouldn't have happened if we wouldn't have protested, if Jonathan wouldn't have went on that hunger strike, if the Mizzou football players wouldn't have said, hey, no, we're not going to play. All that had to happen for us to see change. I thought he was crazy. I thought Jonathan was crazy for wanting to do what he was doing at first. That was a big thing to say, I'm not going to eat until the president is fired. That's a big feat, but it got to the point where we were just fed up. We weren't being heard. This guy, the president, university wasn't listening to what we had to say. And we were just concerned about his well-being. He went a long time without eating. But, it had to be done because otherwise I feel like the president would have never stepped down. He definitely stood up for what he thought mattered and ultimately made a big statement. We had been doing stuff, before the football team got involved. When the football team got involved, that's when it blew up and CNN was all over it and it was all over the news. But, this had been an ongoing issue. We started protesting a year and a half before, it blew up on the news. But it definitely helped, get this movement noticed.